Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm Megan. This yoga class is for your 38th week of pregnancy and is part of a yoga series where I guide you week by week through your pregnancy journey. Affirmation for week 38 is I trust my body. So, if you've been practicing with me throughout this pregnancy, starting at the beginning, you might recognize this one. We've used it in the first trimester, the second, and now the third as we get closer and closer to meeting our baby. It's an affirmation that I've come back to time and time again throughout my pregnancy. I really clung to it those first few weeks, reminding ourselves that our body knows what to do. We can trust our body. It's gotten us this far, week 38. So let's put a little bit of faith in our body, okay? Bring all your props to practice today. We'll be starting in a relaxing posture. So bring your pillows, bring your blankets, bring your bolsters and blocks and all that stuff. And I'll see you on the mat. So if you have the tools to do so, we're going to start today's practice in a reclined bound angle pose. So I have a bolster here and two blocks, but you could certainly use a hefty pillow or a couch cushion and a few different sized books. I have one on the tall height, one on the low height. If you don't have this type of setup, don't turn off the video. This is still for you. I want you to use any pillows, blankets, comfy things you have around the house to get yourself nice and supported in a comfortable seated position, or as comfortable as we can get at this point. So take your time getting situated. If you need to pause the video and grab some things and come back, that's fine. And for those of us with this setup for a reclined down angle pose, we're going to scooch our butt all the way up to the edge of the bolster or couch cushion or whatever we're using. Ease ourselves down. I'm going to move my ponytail so I can get really comfortable. And then let the knees come side to side. And then it might even feel nice if we have extra pillows to put underneath the knees. But if you don't, that's okay. We'll be here for a little bit, breathing, tuning in to the breath in our bodies. But at any time, if you become uncomfortable, you're not chained to one pose. So you can always extend the legs, roll to one side, come up to seated, whatever feels good for you. And then I'm going to bring my hands to my belly here, but if it feels better for you to have your hands, arms extended by your side, palm face up, that can get a little bit more chest opening, and that sometimes feels really nice for people. So yogi's choice of where your arms go. Close your eyes wherever you are. Just start to notice how you feel. Knowing that however you feel is okay, it's welcome, you're not alone. You're not the first pregnant person to feel the way that you feel, whether that's anxious or antsy or even not wanting the pregnancy to end. Maybe we really enjoyed the pregnancy and having our baby so close. Maybe we're like, I just cannot wait to get this baby out of me and meet my baby. Wherever you are, it's normal. Let the mat or the bolster support you. A moment here to do a full body scan. So starting at the tippy top of our head and slowly scanning down the face, the neck, noticing any areas of tension. As we acknowledge those spots, can we let go of some of that tension? Relaxing your jaw, relaxing your eyebrows. As we move further down, relaxing your shoulders. Relaxing your upper back and your chest. Your lower back and your belly. Pausing here at the belly and just inviting some relaxation and deep breaths towards the belly. Maybe sending a sweet message to our baby. Scanning down towards the hips and the thighs. The knees and the calves. And then finally our feet, our ankles, our toes. Taking a big breath in through the nose. On the exhale, let's let it out through the mouth. One more time like that, inhaling through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Taking another moment here in this posture just to give some gratitudes for our body, all the hard work it's doing without us even really needing to tell it, right? It just knows what to do. Reminding ourselves of that as we get closer and closer to the day where we meet our baby. Our body knows what to do. If you're lying in reclined down angle, I'm going to have you use your hands to help the knees back together. We can gently roll to one side. Take your time here and push ourselves back up to seated. I'm just going to move my props out of the way. Keep my blocks handy. And let's come into seated with our feet in front of us and do a little windshield wiper side to side. Opening up the hips, getting some movement going. You can linger on one side that feels good and breathe there for a few breaths, or you can find some of this fluid movement just going back and forth. And then we'll bring left leg in, right leg out. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down in front of us on the mat, maybe a little bit past. And just rocking forward and back, finding a little bit of pelvic movement forward and back. Breathing into the low back and the hips. Not forcing anything, we're just keeping things slow and gentle today. And as always, if something doesn't feel good, listening to your body, trusting your body, and modifying as needed. Let's inhale those arms up once again. This time on the exhale, right hand down, left arm stretches over towards the right. And we're breathing into that left side body. Coming up through center. Oh my gosh, these shorts. Keep rolling down. Right leg in, left leg out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down in front of us, rocking forward and back. Back to center. Inhale brings our arms up. Enjoy the lengthening of the spine. Exhale, left hand down, right arm stretches towards the left. Let's bring left leg in so we're in a seated position here. Just going to loop the shoulders back a few times. Maybe exhaling as your shoulders come back and down, inhaling as they come up towards the ears. Let's inhale our shoulders up towards the ears together. On the exhale, we'll release through the mouth and let the shoulders drop. Twice more together. Inhale, let the shoulders come up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, let it go. Right ear to right shoulder. And left ear to left shoulder. Right ear to right shoulder. And left ear to left shoulder. And we can keep tick-tocking back and forth, or you can create more of a circular motion, leading with the nose if you do so, and just not forcing anything, just seeing where your body wants to go, keeping those shoulders relaxed down. And then from here, we'll roll over onto our hands and knees, come into a tabletop position. Widening the knees a little bit to make some space. And then seeing what feels good for you today. So we can come in through some standard cat cows. At this point, really just going from neutral to our cat position. So we're not letting the belly drop too much, overstretching the belly. We're just coming from neutral to cat. So that might feel very nice. And if your body's craving something different, maybe some circular motion. So coming onto all fours, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, but of course hips can come a little bit wider to make some more space. And we'll find some cat cows, but really just coming from a neutral flat back to a cow pose. Flowing between our neutral back and cat. And you can stay with this movement, or if your body's craving or calling for you to do something different, trusting your body and taking that lead. So maybe shaking the hips side to side, wagging the tail a little bit, maybe creating some circles with the hips. Give us like 5 or 6 rounds of breath here just to explore. And if we need to come back, that more standard cat-cow, that's totally fine. Moving with the breath wherever we're going. See what feels good in your body. Again, you make one choice and you do it for a few breaths and it doesn't feel good, you can always change your mind. And that's something too to remember as we get closer to labor. We can always change our mind. We come up with this plan, birth plan, and once it comes, things might look differently. We can have our preferences, but at the end of the day, we're not chained to that plan. We can certainly change our mind. In some situations, we might have to change our mind, right? Coming back to center, flat back. Let's bring our left leg out to the left in front of us. So on the left side of our left hand, I'm going to bring my hands to blocks here. And we're going to bend and straighten through left leg. Moving with the breath. So perhaps inhaling as we come forward, exhaling as we come back, inviting a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Lingering anywhere and just stopping and breathing anywhere that feels good. Let's bring left leg back, right leg forward to the outside of the hands or blocks. Same thing, nothing crazy, just bend and straighten. Next time you come forward, pausing here, bringing right knee back to meet the left. Gonna move the blocks out of my way and bring the hips to the heels with the knees nice and wide, finding child's pose. Actually, let me bring that block back so I can place my head on it. Hands can also go to blocks. You can reach the arms forward. Playing around with what feels good, but sinking those hips back towards the heels. And from here, let's take a walk with our hands towards the left side of the mat, really stretching throughout that right side body. Finding some length from the hip all the way along the rib cage, throughout the armpit, throughout the arm, all the way to the fingertips. And then walk your hands through center over towards the right. Inviting side body stretch for the left side. And then coming through center, walking our hands back up, bringing our torso upright. Let the hips come to one side and swing the legs out in front of us. Let's windshield the wiper our feet side to side. Feeling that all the way up to the hips. And let's point and flex the feet a few times. I know that has felt so good for me. My calves have been so tight. So getting some movement here. Maybe making some circles with the ankles. and reversing. And then bringing soles of the feet together, knees wide, hands outside to frame the feet. And we're just gonna sway side to side. Feel a little release in lower back, little movement in the hips. One more breath here. And then we'll find ourselves in a seated position. Once again, you can sit on a bolster, block, or pillow. We won't be here for too much longer. We're just going to come back to the breath and close out this practice together. Bringing our hands to our belly, closing the eyes or softening the gaze. Thanking ourselves for showing up and doing this gentle movement practice, tuning in with the breath and the body and our minds. Doing something so good for us and so good for our baby. In a moment to feel this sweet belly of yours, how much it has grown, and how so shortly you'll have your baby on the other side. Trusting our body to get us there. You can keep right hand on the belly. Let's bring left hand to the heart. As you inhale, send some love to your baby. Exhale, baby sends love right back to you. Inhale, sending love to baby. Exhale, baby, sending love right back to you. And bring the hands to heart center. I invite you to repeat after me if it feels good. I trust my body. I let go of fear. I am strong. I am capable. I am confident. And gently blink the eyes open. I thank you so much for practicing with me today. Each week it gets more and more special, and we get closer and closer to meeting our baby, and it's just so exciting. Maybe I will see you next week. Maybe I will not. I'm wishing you all the best. Enjoy these last few weeks, days, whatever it is, and take good care of yourself. Namaste.